What is up, everyone? This is BigPowner, and I'm about to show you the most profitable currency sextant combination in the game and for a Metamorphosis league, this is the most profitable currency drop combination in the game. Um, I'm going to explain to you how to do it correctly because you absolutely do not want to waste this combination of modifiers if you get it. Um, Friday, I had the Nemesis by itself, and I showed everyone how to use it. Um, this is this is the ultimate combination. I'm gonna explain to you why, and then I'll run the map and let you guys see it. So I got Nemesis. Monsters drop additional currency items. This alone is a super powerful modifier. We add Nemesis to the map. I also always add Beyond. So I either have to have Beyond or Nemesis on my map, and then through my Atlas, I add the other one that I don't have on my map. Um, what makes this even better is another rare sextant modifier. Unique boss drops additional currency shards. Unique boss are accompanied by a mysterious harbinger. Harbingers drop additional currency shards. Why is this so profitable? Well, in combination with this, the Nemesis and the Harbinger. What does it Harbingers do? They summon a bunch of monsters. And what is it that's going to happen to those monsters? Well, first of all, since we're going to be using Beyond, they're going to summon even more monsters, which are going to be dropping more currency shards. And yeah, you're going to see it. It's crazy. Like this is actual crazy currency. Like you will see what crazy currency is in this map. Um, so the other choices for this, we are going to be adding more monsters to the map. You can do like um, this one guarantees 5 rare packs. You could also do this Beyond. It gives you a 6% chance. If I had this ideally, I would also add it. That would be really good for it. Or you can just do 10 packs. 10 packs is, hopefully at least half of them are going to be rare. Um, this is going to be super profitable. What are we going to be choosing to put in our atlas? First of all, we need a really good map. And like I said, it's got to have Nemesis or Beyond for us to get the most out of it. This one has Nemesis, so on the atlas, I'm going to be adding Beyond. For scarab choices, I use Breach. Why? Because Breach adds a bunch of monsters. And on top of that, with the Beyond, all those extra monsters, in general, the Breach is going to give me, I can pretty much guarantee that it's going to give me like 2 to 3 rares. But having the Beyond makes it so that all that stuff I'm killing is going to spawn Beyond monsters. And then, they're going to drop me more currency. It's basically building currency on top of currency. So the Breaches are pretty important as a per slot, what I'm going to gain from it. Obviously, I'm going to be adding Harbingers. Why is it I'm doing polished? There, right now in the PC community, I was able to buy a polished one for 5 chaos. If I bought a gilded, it would be 13 more chaos, 18 chaos. I didn't even, that's the average price. Let me see what the actual cost is. Gilded Harbinger. Okay, so I could buy them for 18. But 13 extra chaos. The only difference is going to be one more Harbinger. Realistically, that one Harbinger is probably not going to profit me more than 13 chaos. There's a chance, but most likely it's not going to be the best investment. That's going to be an extra 39 chaos to 3 maps, and I'm not going for that. I'm going for what's most likely going to make me the most currency. So I have 5 chaos into it per map because I'm going to be adding those. The polished scarabs are like a couple chaos, so 7 plus it's a 4 chaos investment when broken up into 3 maps. So I have a total of 10 chaos per map. I don't count my fragments as cost. I'm adding 2 fragments. You could call those 2 extra chaos. We could say it's 12 chaos, but I don't count them because I don't buy them. I just stock them myself and I don't sell them. But yeah, you could say 12 chaos. On top of that, we are going to have a little bit more chaos that we're going to be investing. And why is there going to be more chaos? Because we're going to be using Einhar. So you have to make sure that I'm going to say this again, you have to make sure that you either have Nemesis on your map or Nemesis through the Atlas, because the 1 to 3 um, currency from Nemesis monsters is not going to do anything if your map or your Atlas is not adding Nemesis monsters to it. But I have Nemesis on my map, and this is a really nice map. This is, this is why I save really good maps, so that when I get these modifiers, I can actually cash in on them. Because what is this? 136 base quantity. With my 2 frags is 146%. And then on top of that, my Awakener 8 is going to add 28% more quantity to it. So this is going to be a juicy map. Obviously, it's going to be a really hard map because we've got elemental equilibrium, -9 to my resistances. They're hexproof, so they're not gonna be getting debuffed by my curse. It's a really dangerous map. There's a good chance that I might die on this map. But I'm farming currency. I don't really care about my XP. I do have XP to lose, because I'm not dying all the time, but I ain't really worried about it. If I die and lose XP, I don't give a shit. If I was trying to gain levels, I'd be doing something to the level, but that's not what I'm doing. I want currency. So I'm going to add Beyond to it, and we're going to go ahead and start it. So that's another 5 chaos we could save, 17 chaos invested. Now let's run it. As you can see, every time I kill something, they're dropping 3 currency items. I just started leveling new, and as you see these Beyond monsters popping up out of the ground and dropping me more currency. Look at that, baby. So that's another thing you guys should always be doing. You should always be leveling gems in your alt weapon. I said this before, I re-say a lot of this stuff, but I don't know. There's a boss. Oh, and I always use Einhar. Why do I always use Einhar? He adds more quantity. Oh, God. Ah! Gotcha, homie. Obviously, we get all the regular drops, but these like 3 clusters, 1, 2, 3, that's the Nemesis mod. Obviously, like any item that drops, those are just, I wouldn't count those as profit from the sextants because that ain't profit from the sextants. It would kind of be like, say I get a Chaiula. Now watch what happens with this. They're summoning stuff that then is dropping the 3 currency items, and then on top of that, some of that stuff is dying, summoning more Beyond monsters, which are then dropping me more currency items. So you can kind of get the idea of, how it's stacking on top of each other, and that's how you wind up with this giant stack of loot. And then at the end, I'll take and break down the earnings so you can get an idea of how much I made. With just the Nemesis monsters drop extra currency items without the Harbingers, I expect a minimum of 1 exalt to 3 exalts as extra currency drops. But that's over the 3 maps, so that would be like, I'm expecting like 50 chaos minimum. Which 50 chaos to an exalted orb is pretty realistic. That's, my minimum I expect. I expect that for a reason, because after doing it a lot, that's what my average is. I'm hoping I get an exalted orb drop, because I have not had an exalted orb for a while, which with this juiced up of maps as I'm doing, I should be getting some. Here, I'll show you guys the quantity that this map is at. Ah! Hey, got some ancient shards. Those are money. Those be money, baby! But as you saw, like on the first Harbinger, I didn't get any good shards, and that's the reason why I can't justify spending an extra 13 chaos to add one more Harbinger to my map, because my experience is every Harbinger ain't dropping me over 13 chaos. Yeah, we won't bother with that. I want to get all this. I want to get it all in one inventory so we can see what the shit does get crazy, man. I can't bring up my loot until I kill. I heard that boss. Watch, he'll drop me 3 currencies. They wound up being bad currencies, but that's just RNG, baby. So we'll look at the map. So 173% quantity, 84% rarity. All right, let's get all this. Still no big drops, but all of this, my assumption for 1 to 3 exalts is assuming that I don't get a big drop. Which, you know, when I do get a big one, or a couple big ones, then it's just really nice because I wasn't expecting it. I was just counting all this little stuff. On average, just that is going to give me my 1 to 3 exalts over the 3 maps. And I'm actually going to get more than that because that's my estimate for just the Nemesis monster drops. So the Harbinger drops have a little bit more variability on them because, especially this season, because there's really only... Ah! It does get a little bit intense on this map. But this is one of those maps that you want to try to kill like everything, because... Alright. I pre-cleared the area for the breach, and there's a reason why. Obviously you've seen those beyond monsters on 173% quantity zone where I can't hex them, and I mean it's dangerous, and I don't want to miss out on stuff because I didn't pre-clear, and I wind up with a bunch of crazy bosses, and then I run into a pack that I could have cleared. That's obviously going to cut in on my earnings. Woo. Like right there, there's a boss. Oh god. So the boss I can kill at any time. Like after this. That's the reason why I'm kind of avoiding him, because I don't want to die to him and then miss out on spawning more of them. Oh god! Oh god! Alright, we'll go take care of him. Unfortunately, I don't have my... Ah! My flasks are, like, out. So if he freezes me, I'll die, so I'm gonna take the easy way out. Off-screen him. If I had flasks up, I could have just jumped on him and put up my immune to freeze and pop him. But I only really like to do that on really hard maps if I have my Vile Haste and my other flasks up so that I don't wind up getting frozen by him and then, you know, just dying. I don't get upset when I die, but I ain't trying to die. So I'll clear the area before I do this other breach. That's pretty much clear. So the Vol areas, you might be like, why ain't he doing the Vol area? And there is a reason. That's because the modifiers in the Vol area are different from the modifiers out here. Unless they just recently changed that. The Vol areas are such bad quantity, they're normally like, well, I can show you guys. This is an instructional video. So I'll do that after this. Let you guys know and see what I'm talking. Oh shit. I got insta-killed. Ah! Can I make it back? No, I'm not in range. Oh, there's multiple bosses up. There's at least 2 bosses up. Alright, killed that one. Did I kill? Oh, nope. They ain't so tough when you get your first freeze off on them. At least I made it back. It's a good thing being really fast. I was like dead before I even saw him on my screen. Alright, I'll go show you guys the vault area. So, those modifiers that it said on top of it is the only thing that's affecting the area. This is the reason why I skipped these. And yeah, it drops fragments, but let's be real. It's probably going to drop me like 1. And that's why I don't even waste my time in these zones, because they hardly never drop me anything. Especially if you're farming, you know, 150 to 200% quantity maps, going into a 30% quantity zone is basically a waste of time. And there's like hardly no monsters in here even. And this is pretty much what you can expect in these areas. Hardly nothing. Where's the chest? Oh, there it is. What did I say? 1 fragment. Ballin'! Yeah, great use of time right there, guys, right? But now you know why I don't bother to go in there. We had 1 splinter left. Alright. This boss is gonna be a biatch. I'll come back and clear that. This be where the money's at. Oh, ow. What did I say? You know, I got one exalted shard. But those the combined drops of that exalt shard and those ancient shards actually will add up to a pretty nice profit. And you'll understand why that's one of the best modifiers. I'm gonna have to answer you after this video, bro. Very soon. So first I'm gonna go back and get this stuff. So we want to see what all the currency looks like from one map. And then you definitely want to do the metamorphs on this combination, and you're gonna see why. Because the loot is crazy. Actually crazy. Alright. Am I hitting him?
My mana is gone.
There we go. Alright. Oh shit. Ow. Jeez. Ow. Make sure there's nothing that's gonna kill me while I'm picking this stuff up. And we'll go look at the map earnings. And once again, I got no big drops. Which big drops, I mean like Ancient Orb, Annulment Orb, Divine, Exalted Orb obviously is big. So, I mean, this is just the basic add-ons. Let's go look at what we got. Okay. So, you notice we got 4 Awakened Sextants. That basically, the way I normally look at my loot collection is first I pay off what it was that I had invested in the map. So if I was actually counting this and not doing it by a per map run thing, I would just be like, all right, my sextants were paid for. But we're going to count this by currency earned. So these are 3 each, so this is 12. That makes 22, 26. So we're going to do the currency drops first. So what else can we group up? I'm going to remove some of the stuff that I'm not going to count. And there's those fragments if you're originally counting those as a cost. Actually, first I'm going to do the cost for our cost for the fragment drops, which we can't do exactly because some of the fragments turn into stuff like this, and I don't count that as profit because I don't sell stuff that cheap. We have four fragments of ancient orb, so we can take that as 20% of a ancient orb. At current market value, that would be 10, 11 chaos. And obviously, if you save them up till you have 10 of them, like I said, you can sell them for over that. For me, it would actually be more because I'm gonna wait till I have a bunch of them. I'm gonna sell them over market price. So 11 plus 1 exalted orb shard. That's not very much. We only got 1. So it's 1/20th of an exalted orb in value, um, which 5, like 7 chaos. So that puts us at 5 plus, what did we say that was? 11. So 15 chaos. And that's all, like, I mean, you could count the annulments. It's a quarter of an annulment. I mean, that's like 2 chaos. So there you go. We made money on that modifier. That's all that matters. And, if I had taken and paid the extra 13 chaos, that profit margin would have gotten squashed. It would be going from that's good currency per map. Even not getting lucky, that was still pretty good currency as an added bonus to the map. Plus the modifier gave us, more currency drops. So now we're gonna get to this one. Let me try and sort these a little bit, see if any of this stuff needs to be broken up more so I can more efficiently calculate the currency. Put all the sextants together. These over here. That's all the alchemies we had. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we have 12. What are these at? 12 plus 1 chaos each, 16. Um, plus 1, 17 chaos. Plus the chaos orbs makes it 31 chaos. Plus, we'll do these. That's not going to be much. I mean, it's between 3 and 5. We're going to call it 3. 16, 17, 31 plus 3, 34 chaos. Plus 4, 38. We don't count these because those are just the drops from the scarab, which, like I said, if we had gotten lucky and gotten a Chaiula, we're not going to be like that currency counts towards the sextants, because it doesn't. That's completely has nothing to do with the sextants. Got what, another 2 chaos here. So what's that? 41 with the Vol, gem cutter. It's 1.4. We'll call it 42. These aren't going to be very much. 4, 5 chaos. It's a little bit over. So 47 chaos. These 53 chaos. I went low on that too. Chisels. I mean, that's probably like 1. We'll call it. Yeah, we'll call it 1. That's a little bit over, but I'm undershooting on the others. So you can see, even not getting super lucky on the drops, about 50 chaos and extra currency as our drops. I mean, we can count everything, but realistically, I'm not even going to actually be spending all this. But if you were to multiply this by 3 times, and every single time we didn't get any big drops, that's the minimum of the exalted orb from the extra currency drops, like I said. So for me, why is this nice? Because it stocks me up on all the stuff that I need. I don't, spend all this small stuff, but just in the currency items, you know, I still came out, even if I only counted my chaos orbs, I still come out on top. And then what do I have more of? I got my sextants for more farming. I got, more jeweler's orbs for socketing stuff, more fusings for linking stuff. Obviously, if you get to a point where you don't need any of that stuff, then you can count that as profit because you don't have any use for it. You can sell it. Um, but it stocks me up on like my alchemies that I'm not going to sell those. You can count them as profit because you would have to buy them. But I don't count any of this stuff for myself. But I know that, you know, I know the value of what this modifier gives you. So now you've seen it. You've seen how it works. Um, yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it was useful. Hope you guys hit this modifier soon. Thanks for watching. Peace.